Change is coming to the Greater Akron area. A number of projects are on the horizon, such as Cuyahoga Falls' Front Street redevelopment that will transform the way the region is connected. And AMATS has played a role in making them happen. Since 2010, AMATS has promoted connectivity principles in transportation planning throughout the region. Connectivity balances the needs of motor vehicles, pedestrians, and cyclists. Two major projects, Cuyahoga Falls' Front Street and Kent Summit Street, are underway that will put these principles into action. A significant portion of the area's current infrastructure was built in response to shopping malls that were constructed in the 1960s and 70s. As these malls boomed, Cuyahoga Falls built its Front Street Pedestrian Mall in 1978 to bring people to its downtown. The area's malls are still having an impact, not because of their popularity, but rather their decline. Cuyahoga Falls Mayor Don Walters notes that this trend led his city to do away with its pedestrian mall and launch a $13 million project to reopen Front Street to limited vehicular traffic.
We see the big indoor shopping malls are failing. In fact, the downtowns are wildly popular now, just like they once were. We see nearby Kent and Hudson and Legacy Village as a fake downtown. Very, very popular. People are leaving the shopping malls for that shopping experience.
Walters says that a study of the area found that accessibility and visibility are necessary for Front Street businesses to thrive.
We have all the ingredients we need if we do it right, and the main one is the highway just to our side here, which carries an average of 85,000 cars a day. Now, to business and retail, they call those potential customers.
Those customers will find a host of amenities waiting for them when Front Street is completed in 2018.
It'll be pedestrian friendly, bicycle friendly. We'll even have a bicycle rack that has a pump and a little repair station.
Walters adds that Cuyahoga Falls learned a great deal about connectivity principles from the success of its Portage Crossing development.
We know that you need a narrowing of the road to slow the traffic down. We know that you need on-street parking because people want that accessibility. We know that you need turnover. Those have to be metered, not for us to make money, to continue to get those cars to turn over, patronize the business, and bring in the next customer. So we did learn quite a bit of their concept. Will be replicated here. The narrow street, the complete street, the beautification, the flowering baskets everywhere, the street lights. It's going to be a very comfortable place down here.
Connectivity principles aren't just useful in revitalizing downtowns. Kent officials are using them in a $17 million project to improve safety on Summit Street.
The Summit Street project is a 1.5 mile long project. And to really understand what we had to do in here, you really have to understand the problems that existed when we first got started. First off, Summit Street was the most congested road in Summit and Portage County. We had 23% of all pedestrian accidents within the city of Kent happen in this 1 mile stretch of road. That and 5 of the top 15 worst accident intersections were here in this project area.
After an extensive public outreach effort, Kent officials decided that connectivity practices offered the best solutions for their safety problems.
We designed the road to encourage people to drive the speed limit. We did that by narrowing lanes, using the treed median, stamped concrete, striping, curb, mid-block crossings, and roundabouts, all these features working together to encourage people to drive the speed limit of 35 miles per hour, which then makes it safer for the vehicles as well as the pedestrians.
While Kent Summit Street was funded in part by AMATS, the agency was also an active member of the Front Street Project Steering Committee. For AMATS, I'm Kerry Prater.